Hi and welcome to Middy Explores. So this week again we're going to be a bit different, thanks to Storm Dennis for ruining my recording schedule. So this week, after a little request from someone, I'm going to show you my Coca-Cola collection, which is right here. So I'm going to run through the shelves really quickly because there's loads of it and I'm sure you don't want to see it all in terrific detail, so I'll just run through the bits I really love. That's convenient, and go from there. So, going along this top shelf first, some really nice items on here. This snow globe you can see down there is one of the first things I ever bought, or my wife bought me actually. The next is this diorama. It was a video game, I can't remember the name of it, and this model came free with a special edition. The guy altered it, put it on this plinth, put a Coca-Cola machine behind it, it actually works and dispenses those little bottles. And as you can see, there's got a little vodka bottle in there, and he originally had a gun in his hand, which he has at the minute, but you can put the Coca-Cola bottle in there, so it looks like he's just going to make himself a nice whiskey and coke, vodka and coke rather, I should say. So, going along the rest of the top shelf, it's mainly cans and different odds and ends. Some really nice stuff. A Daz boot which is snuck in there, but some things do tend to sneak onto these shelves, which as you'll see as you go around. This bottom corner here, a few sandwich boxes and different things. These bottles are a special edition from a couple of years back at Christmas. You could tie a bow at the front, which that one still is. And then on the back wall, this way, it's basically reproduction. There's a clock going on to reproduction signs and different odds and ends and magnets. This sign in the middle is an original. This is actually out of a shop, as is this on the ceiling, which you'll see here, this massive flag which covers one half of the ceiling up here. This was actually in a butcher's shop in Nijmegen or Nijmegen in Holland, and it was just hanging in the window, no particular reason. So my wife went in and offered them €10 for it, and they accepted. Took it down and it came home with me. So, and it's massive. I'll say it covers half the roof. So going down another level, we've got drink bottles in there. A lovely old lot, American delivery van in the traditional yellow colour rather than the red. The story behind this was we went in a shop in Suffolk, antique shop in Suffolk, and this was actually on the shelf behind the counter. It turns out the guy had actually bought a van exactly the same as this from America to basically renovate, and when he got it back to England it was basically a money pit. He couldn't do anything with it, so he bought himself this model to see what he could have won basically, and he'd had it 10 years and I talked him into selling it to me, and he reluctantly parted with it in the end, but it's better off here. So there we go. So at the front there we've got a yo-yo, digital watch. That's an original sign from a shop back there, not a reproduction. As we go along, different cans, Euro 2016, etc, etc. That team buzz there is from the 1990 World Cup, the Germany team buzz. Been offered a few pounds for that over the years of different people who collect this type of thing. It's staying here. Different things down here. A nice football racket. You don't see those anymore. That's when they used to sponsor the Coca-Cola Cup. The tray at the back is from the 70s. A few bits of junk on the end there, unfortunately. Then we go down another level. So let's sort it out. So that's a pin badge collection, which one of the first things I ever got. Loads of them, and they're really nice. They represent all the old signs and different things from over the years. Then going along this shelf, we've got the Olympic cups and badges. Then we've got salt and pepper pots there. The only bits of Pepsi collection I've got are in this corner. I pick Pepsi up if I see it. You know, it's one of those. I don't go out looking for it. It's quite rare, believe it or not. You don't actually see a lot of Pepsi stuff around. So when I do see it, I tend to pick it up because it's there, and some of it's quite nice. This one at the front, my daughter got me this from somewhere, and this is RC Cola. I've never heard of it. And that's obviously the only piece I've got. So there we go, and then we go down another level. And this is a jigsaw here. There's a jigsaw which is really rare. And behind it you'll see a Dr. Fox's Pepsi game, which is dreadful. At the front, a little wagon I haven't found a place for, a money box. Behind there's an album of Coca-Cola jingles and things that my son found me in Birmingham somewhere. And in there as well is the 12-inch and 7-inch version of Robin Beck's First Time, which some of you might remember from the 80s-early 90s. A reproduction sign, nice sandwich box on the end. This cooling bag at the front is from France, and it's the vanilla flavour Coca-Cola it represents. And basically put a 2-litre bottle in there, it keeps you cold all day. So going on to the second wall. So at the top here we've got polar bears and Christmas stuff. Some Christmas lorries that are not opened, a football medal that's snuck on there, an old football bottle. That's remote control lorry, that's actually the remote for it there. The can opens up and it's the remote to the actual lorry itself. Nice bit of art done out of cans. That's me and Sam. Going down the shelves again. So we've got a Quantum of Solace bottle, which I paid way too much for, but it's really, really pleasant. A nice little camper van behind there for the people that like them. Some phone cases and different things. Some socks, which have never been worn. 2 original ice buckets. And then more reproduction stuff. That tray at the back is actually from the 70s. That's an original. As is the majorette car here, which cost a little bit more than it should have done. But when I see these things, I have to get them. This is a camera, which I don't think I've much use for this vlog, but there we go. It's the 110 format. Still works. Really nice piece of kit. An ice bucket, little mini fridge, which has never been used. And then across here, we go with some bottles. Specialist bottles, limited edition bottles, anything really that I find that looks a bit different. So some more little models there, lorries, vans, etc. And down a level, we've got the vans there. Some Coca-Cola from the Euro 96, which has got a funny sort of blackcurrant flavour looking. I wouldn't drink it, let's put it that way. This is an original 70s piece, little matchbox car. And then as we go down here, just more stuff that I've sort of found over the ages. Another one of those matchbox lorries there, slightly better conditioned. Then we've got the minis have snuck in, they're not really originals. And we've got some nice Coca-Cola transit vans, a Lego building, and more of the lorries at the back there. So going back out this way, nice thermometer, a telephone that actually works. There we go. Lovely, lovely bit of kit. Me dropping stuff everywhere. Monopoly, a dancing can from the 80s. People can remember them. This is a really nice piece, one of my favourite pieces. So it's a little key ring, which you can see that okay, yeah. And then what this was is a big convention in Las Vegas in I think it was 88, and everybody who went got a key ring with their name on it. And basically that was part of there was like a pack of stuff that they got for qualifying for this convention. That's the only piece I've managed to find up to now, but I was in a car boot in Lutterworth, so what it was doing there I don't know. More different bits. Nice phone case off a 3310. 5 Guys. Just grabbed this was when it opened in Leicester, and I just grabbed one because it looked nice. Give it a good wash, obviously. My silver dog is by Di. You know who you are, Di. Never moves. And then under there we've got the limited edition World Cup glass. That's one of 2 I've got. The other one's a bit more limited. And this is the old money coin. Put your money on there and he flips it in his mouth. That is really rare, because this one's a bit sun faded as well, but I found that in a antique shop in Stratford-on-Avon. This tin is probably the oldest thing I've got, which is 1930s-1940s, not sure when. Really old, no barcode, which is their giveaway. But that is quite an aged piece, and as you can see behind it, more stuff behind there. A radio all the glasses I pick up, if I see something different, I'll just pick it up. And that's that. That's my method of collecting glasses. Different stuff here again. Salt and pepper, air fresheners, drink bottles. A cup from Italia 90, which is sponsored by Coca-Cola. Some more stuff from British Home Stores, which is, I'm sure it's going to get rare eventually, because it's obviously long gone now. Wireless speaker, some speakers from the Collectors Club, which was shut down ages ago. Then we got a nice sandwich box. This is the other World Cup glass. This one's actually in the shape of the World Cup, so it's about an inch bigger than the other one. This here is a little football game. So what you do, you take the top off. You take the top off, there's a fold-out pitch and all little playing pieces, and there's like a football game inside it. Some more socks, another ice bucket, which was one of the first things I ever got. Mirror back there from the 60s. A book on collecting, which is always handy to have. Then we got football, an alarm clock, which lights up in the Coca-Cola colours. Some more wagons at the back, my teddy bear. These are nice effect on these. These are from the World Cup in Germany. Then various different glasses, some more foreign drink, I don't know what they're called, placemats or whatever. Some of these limited edition bottles, these were done by various artists. I've got a full set, so I'll show you some more as we go along. A mangle, which is a really odd piece, but there we go. Not sure the history of that. Nice cup. I've got a full set of these cans as well. These were the cans done by the Abfan ones at the front, but the ones at the back there are done by different Marc Jacobs and various different artists that did those over the years. Directly above it, that Coke Zero is from Holland, so it's all in Dutch. The Cola Light at the front is from Germany, I think that was. Yes, it was Germany during the World Cup. And then we see a Coke Zero from McDonald's at the back there as well. The Friends one at the front, this was signed. A signed can. And I can't see it now, but it's definitely on there somewhere. I think it might have worn off over the years. Signed by two very nice people. You know who you are. More of the limited edition bottles at the front here. That's a full set of the Rugby World Cup stuff. A nice hat. A nice hat. Grandstand magazine, which my son got me from a bookshop somewhere, which is in perfect condition. I mean, how that survived, I don't know. A full set of drink jars. That's a notepad with a tin front. The Harvey Nichols we'll come back to in a minute. Then we've got a full set of bottles from the World Cup, all signed by the German players. So that's a full set of those. A beach towel at the front there. And then we go round onto these ridiculously long drink bottles, which fall over every time I touch them. A fridge. And then my latest edition. It's not these, but I'll show you these first. You can see it behind it. So these are the rest of the collection of the limited edition bottles. Various different designs, and but my personal favourite is that yellow one. I absolutely love that. I don't know why I love it so much, but it just really stands out, and it looks really cool. That's my money collection at the side there, saving up for my granddaughter's university fund. Quite a bit short on that at the minute. And then in front of us we have, he says, my latest edition, which is this lorry, which came from a local shop for a small donation to charity. They let me have it, and it's some more light on it. There we go. So this is basically represents the Christmas lorry. In the shop, you can sit inside it. It all pulls out this way, so you can sit inside with the steering wheel. It's got a dashboard and everything. You sit next to Santa there, and you have your photo took. It's got a trailer. There's the rest of the trailer down there, and if I build it all up, it's about half the size of my shed, so haven't really got room for it. So, last piece is on top of the Blinders poster, which my son will kill me for because he keeps saying it's limited edition. This is a Coca-Cola cap made out of Coke cans. And then last but not least, we go on the other side of the roof. These are all reproduction or original posters and different things I've picked up, which go all the way to the top. That's an original. That isn't. I'll give you an idea. This piece here we got from Holland. This got from York. Reproduction pieces. This is a reproduction piece. So they do vary quite a lot, but there is some originals as well. You know, so this is an advert from a magazine I found at work. This is one of the tray liners from McDonald's when Coke Zero first came out. I pretty much guarantee I'm one of the only people to own one of those. I just picked it up and took it home with me. You know, they used to put them on the trays all the time. So there we go. Right, so this is the Harvey Nichols box. This always makes people ask questions, hence why I've left as it is. Because you go through all this Coca-Cola things and then you see this in the bottom and people go, why are you a Harvey Nichols box? So, a couple of years back, they released a special edition. This was done by an artist. I can't remember which artist it was. I think it's written on it. J.W. Anderson. I don't know who that is. But basically, this is what's in here. And what you actually get is a pull-out. It pulls out, and there is 2 bottles in there. So these are special edition Diet Coke bottles, which hopefully you can see. And they're both completely different. And believe it or not, I have actually seen people trying to sell these separately, which makes no sense to me. And there's also a notebook in the middle as well, which is just really nice to have. So it's like a little notebook in there as well, which goes in there. I say I've seen these split up, so these bottles just for sale on their own. So whoever had that and broke that up, really, I wouldn't want to know why. Probably the most expensive thing on my collection, with the exception, probably about the same price as the little van actually, to be fair, over the years. But I've kept it like this, just a nice thing to have. So brilliant. One exceedingly large, quite expensive at times, Coca-Cola collection. Hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully next week back to normal videos. But for now, from Middy Explores, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers, bye.